Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Mr. Dogboat333, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, 1000 Week Reich, as Croatia. Last video, well, Ushaza, we seem to be in a pretty rough position. Pavlik got murdered, and we're about to go to war with Hungary. But we actually tore the Hungarians apart. But it looks like, we might be dealing with a little, issue. With the, Croatians coming up here. Yeah. Get these guys in position. Destroy that line. The independence of Croatia's greatest task has finally come. Citing years of mistreatment under Vustaza despite being considered equal citizens on paper, Mehmed Handzik, the informal spiritual and political leader of the Sarajevo Ulema, announced on the radio that Bosnian people have chosen to finally pursue its own destiny after decades of servitude to others. Already, reports of militiamen loyal to independent Bosnia have seized armories and began expelling Vustaza politicians. In response to his act, by treason, the government has declared the revolt a lawless rabble funded by Jewry and mobilized a home guard against revolt. Zadam Spremni. Following years of bubbling ethnic tension beneath the enigmatic fascist state of Croatia, the province of Bosnia has risen up in revolt against the already unstable Vustaza government, citing years of mistreatment and terrorization under the late anti-Pavlik of Sarajevo Ulema under Mehmed Handzik, variously organized armed militias to resist the Croatian home guard. Their chances of success are questionable, but their fighters are determined to overthrow their brutal tyrants. Bosnia looks like a Dorito. Bosniak Mujahadim. True. Well. Let's do some arms smuggling. The war with the Bosnian rebels has drained our resources dangerously thin, and those in government now fear that our army preoccupation in ending the conflict may leave us exposed to our neighbors who look at our unprotected land with desire to crop Croatia up. We'll begin importing weapons through the black market so our army can prosecute the war to its end and leave Croatia stronger than ever. One that our enemies won't dare touch. Okay guys, let's move. Pulling the reserves. Send the home guard in. The Prague uprising. We've actually almost crushed this already. I mean, they're taking VPs, but they're gotta do this kind of quick. That's what I was hoping for. With the instability of the nation at all-time high and the military influence rising, Anti-Volnik, the leader of the Home Guard, decided to overthrow the nation to reinstate its stability. Rushing the stairs of support, the Home Guard quickly surrounded the parliament and the building itself. Now the choice than to comply with the army's wishes, the parliament claimed Anti-Volnik with new Pognovic. With new power, Anti-Volnik immediately abolished Vustaza's administration, position of Pognovic, and instituted himself as a military dictator. The news of the coup only came a day later, with the populace mostly accepting of Volkic's rule, and some even holding celebrations. The rule of the Home Guard was cemented, and Vustaza forced underground. Yeah, you gotta split its bit. Nice. Out with the old. With the seemingly unending chaos in Croatia, the military, led by Anti-Volkic, has successfully overthrown the Croatian government. A speech giving a spore building, Volkic announced the coup was necessary to stabilize Croatia. With the military now fully in control, international experts say that this will most likely contribute to increased funding, therefore quality of the previously lackluster Croatian army. Both fascist and socialist regimes denounced this coup, but Toronto Court gave no comment so far. Reason why could possibly be the hope of reinstitution democracy once the country is stabilized. And so goes with the regime. We take Sarajevo. Yep. Oh god, yeah, the new peace deals. That's right. All throughout Bosnia, in both big cities and small villages, Home Guard garrisons were greeted with much joy as liberators from Yugoslavia occupation. Even though Bosnia is still a part of Croatia, the reign of terror is over. It is a day of celebration for both Croats and Bosnians. Hurrah. It's been some wild weeks for Croatia, hasn't it? It really has been. Okay, let's do that guy. I think might have been the guy leading before. I don't think so, actually. And then Antivonik. Let's get this guy in. We'll do charismatic and organization first. So we have a, oh, okay, we actually have a nice amount of stuff going on. Oh, we don't have anything with this guy. We have Ushaza resistance, which tanks our recruitable population, and the end of monstrosity. Our funeral costs are still hurting us after a while, for a bit, but that'll be done soon enough. Let's purge Ustaza's sympathizers. To start, if there's still sympathizers of the real regime, we must get rid of them sooner rather than later. I'm okay with that. There we go. We have de-Ustazification. With the reign of terror of Ustaza over, we now can turn to abolishing their sick policies and laws. We must destroy every possible influence Ustaza and their allies and supporters have. We never allow this to happen to our nation again. For as long as we are here, the Ustaza maniac shall not have an inch of power. Based. Full independence gaining, attempted assassination of the leader, border skirmish, a full border war, an offensive invasion, successful assassination of the leader, capturing the capital, defeating a much stronger nation, annexing a bunch of land, a huge uprising, crushing that uprising, another coup. It's a space of 6 months. Yeah. Honestly. This has been wild. We managed to do anything, because I think Italy, if we stay at war for a while, Italy will get an option to try and, force a monarchy on us. So I was worried that we would end up being crushed, but we don't have cores on Bosnia anymore. That's kind of sucky. But we actually managed to do this in pretty good time. Swiss rebellion. The so-called Crusaders, a guerrilla force of the Lefto-Ushaza members, have been increasingly active. Although small, they are very loyal and fanatical, thus posing a threat to our government. If we want to get rid of this beast forever, we must cut off its ugly head. We will destroy them. Well, let's sabotage Crusader bases. What do we have to do in order to... We need to get rid of Ustaza resistance. Maybe support now their attempt to crush Serbia. Crush them so we also get Serbia. That's some 40 chess right there. Start of the Benelux, Slovenian Declaration. Let's get support weapons going. So we got that going. I honestly don't know why you would not go for concentrated industry. We probably shouldn't right now because it's ahead of time, but we'll get post-war artillery going. Can we declare war on Slovenia real quick? I don't know. I mean, we can't get cores on any of this, so this is just a bunch of territory we have to occupy. I see what you're going for. I'm tempted to do it myself, but oh no, not the oil. Let's purge some old ministers. Old ministers still order the old order. We must get rid of them or else he'll sabotage us in the future. How do we get rid of the Ustaza resistance? Is it just doing this? I'm not quite sure. Once we do this, we're going to start losing political power. Non-stop, though. We have some interesting stuff for tourism. Which, extra political power and weekly manpower as long as reduction in consumer goods factories. A massive reduction, even. It's honestly really good. Sabotage Crusader bases. Give us some more time on that, I guess. Purge old ministers. Let's do Croatian Cincinnatus. We will restore democracy to Croatia. The military is not a suitable, stable system to lead the country. Thus, Vovic will give over the mantle of leadership to the Croatian Peasant Party to return democracy. I don't know how well it's going to help end the Crusader Revolt. But I don't know how to end the Crusader Revolt, I'll be honest. We're getting no options on that. Sabotage Crusader bases. I'll just keep clicking that, I guess. I don't know what else to do. Syria's really working on overextending themselves, aren't they? In federal districts, what the... Oh, that's some Middle Eastern stuff, okay. Democratic Revolution in Slovakia. Nice. Yeah, the Syrian AI is, not very bright. I'm impressed, honestly, that they have a, mini focus tree, as small as it really is. With control of the military firmly in his hands, Vovik decided that the military is not the proper system to rule a country. After some time, the military leaders decided to return power to the hands of the Croatian Peasants' Party, as previously decided in the Hidden Alliance. HSS leader August Kosinic thanked Ante Vovik for respecting democratic ideals and overthrowing the rule of terror. Kosutic also promised that Vovik will get to stay as official leader of the military of the Republic of Croatia for his decision to step down from politics. A true hero. Dalmatian democracy. We got this guy who has a description, actually, which is nice to see. It'll remove our unstable government. Here's a question. How the fuck do we get rid of the, We get cores, boys. We get cores. Let's go. We have options here, it looks like. Military tree? Maybe. Modernize our forces. New military. Croatian army. Learn from the invasion. Shell them to the end. I don't think so. We could join the Toronto Corps. That's pretty cool. Ending the Depression. I think that right now let's get working on ending the Depression. Croatia is in a state of siege. A siege not by any foreign nation, any rebel group, or anything of the sort, but a siege on our economy. Since independence, we have struggled to keep anything resembling an economy afloat, while other nations have managed to succeed and prosper at least a little bit. Croatian leadership has accused many different groups of being responsible for it. Jews, Bolsheviks, Roma, Serbs, and so on and so on. If we're going to survive, we can't just blame other people for our problems forever. We must fix our economy. There we go. How the post-Yugoslavia of Croatia can join the West and keep all the land they stole. I know. Mexico's having a go at it. Okay. What path did they go? Conservative, okay. Yeah, yo no sé. That's all I can say. Good shells. Trying to decide which political path we should go down. I don't know if it matters too much. HSS might honestly work well enough. We get monthly population. Less construction speed, that's kind of but not good. We don't get good construction speed, so I actually might avoid that. That extra consumer goods is a fucking pain in the ass. So feeling factory construction speed is okay. So consumer goods isn't as bad as the rest, so I'm okay with that. The monthly population boost is nuts. That's 15%. We actually lose consumer goods, but we lose construction speed. Consumer goods, as a net total, it's going to be a bit of a pain, but we get extra monthly population. I don't know, Kev, what do you think? We are a democracy. I should ask the chat. We'll keep this going for a little longer. Give you guys a little extra couple minutes as a little gift. Because the timer did just go off, but I'll do another 7 minutes. With extra political power. I'll keep clicking this as long as we can. As libertarian as humanly possible. We don't have the best options for that. We have liberals. Just swing completely 180 what social Croatia's been for the past decade. So from hard right to kind of left, that would be Socialdem. Probably. If you want to look at it from the right to left axis. Ending the Depression. I think liberals are good enough. Yeah, but the bonuses for liberals kind of suck. I can't even lie. You don't get any extra monthly population, which really bugs me. I don't want to actively go pink every time, or social democratic, but they kind of have good bonuses, so I can't not say I'm tempted. We'll announce snap elections, and we'll just force ourselves to make a decision. We can announce snap elections so that the voice of the people can be heard. Although this will bring a little instability to the nation, it'll make us appear as a legitimate nation on the world stage. There we go. We have Mr. August Kosutic. Someone who many consider to have been born to be a politician. A man who grew up surrounded by politicians and was invariably influenced by them. Born HSS commissioners in 1893, young August has been baptized by HS leader and Croatian nationalist Stjepan Radic, who proved to be an incredibly intelligent child. Kosutic confirmed. Spending much of his childhood reading the collective work of his ostracized godfather and mentor, eventually married Radic's daughter and became a highly influential Croatian politician within the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. Having been alienated by the Yugoslavian royal dictatorship, he reluctantly sided with Ustaza when the ISC was proclaimed. He quickly found himself nothing more than a pawn for Ante Pavlovic's totalitarian grip on Croatia, while going in and out of his prisons. Taking the leadership of the HSS after Matchev's death in Jasenovac, Kosutic would begin plotting behind closed doors with representatives of the Croatian Home Guard in hopes of deposing the Ustaza altogether. Now, finally, the first democratic president of Croatia, Kosutic will work tirelessly to fill the legacies of his late mentor. It's actually a nice story, I can't lie. But he doesn't have the monthly population to back it up. If we get to this, it'll get rid of our unstable government, and that might be the first step to fixing it. And I'm torn between conservative and Socialdem. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Keep sabotaging the Crusader bases. Let's go over to early mobilization. It's weird. It's like we have to do all this to get rid of Croatia, which has the better bonuses. See, HSS, political power, and stability. This gives us outright political power, so the immediate bonus isn't the best. Over here. Get rid of that. Eventually we'll get extra stability, production efficiency cap, and efficiency base. And then monthly population, stability, and improved relation opinions. War support goes down for that. As well as more monthly population, more recruitable population factor. Consumer good factories goes up, kind of bad. And then production efficiency growth goes up. Agrarianism, extra political power, less consumer goods stability, less resistance target, but less construction speed for civilian factories. And then this gives us a boost of monthly population, not as good as these. Army organization regain, not bad, and then a general hit to construction speed. In my mind, it seems like the Socdems kind of win out there. Yeah. I promise to all my regular 1,000-week Reich viewers, I will eventually do a democratic game that is not Socdem. It just has not worked out yet. But one day. Someday. 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 With internal matters settled, August Kosuchik and the Croatian Peasants' Party have announced to make snap elections to decide who will rule the country and finally make Croatia a truly independent and democratic country. This will be interesting. Just 2 wholesome 100, big Chungus sailing man. Truly. And meanwhile, let's work on ending the depression. Empower the Alliance of Syndicates. The Alliance of Syndicates, Croatia's largest and only government-sponsored group of unions, will be instrumental in economic success. If we empower them and give in to at least a few of their admittedly long-listed demands in regards to workers' rights, we'll be able to ensure our future prosperity, even if it's cost of short-term economic benefit. Try that, it never ends. Yeah, well, I'm going to end it for the YouTube people. Thanks for watching. Like, dislike if you didn't. Hit the sub button for to keep updated with uploads. I try to upload weekdays as well as occasionally Saturdays. Having comments, feedback, leave in the comment section below. I read all comments again. Appreciate any all feedback you may have for me. And if you want to check my various links, including my Twitch, which is where I'm filming this right now, go ahead and hit that, check out the description box down link below. That's it for now, my friends. Thank you always for watching. My name has been Mr. DB333. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.